Okay, well, while we are waiting on our next guest, I have a few words to say, so give me 1 second here as I transition my screen to the right page. Um, Hesje, greetings, relatives and friends. Mado, thank you for joining our closing session. We're going to take a few minutes here to extend the Traditional Ecological Knowledge Club's appreciation to every person who has attended the summit, to our many funders who have made this summit possible, and to the many presenters and speakers who expended their time and labor to provide attendees with a generous schedule of events where they could learn and reflect on traditional ecological knowledge and Indigenous value systems of responsibility, relationships, and reciprocity. I also want to hold some space in this closing session for current and previous members of the Traditional Ecological Knowledge Club who have ensured that this event was able to happen. We started planning this summit several years ago when I first started my PhD program about 3 years ago. We were a very small group of students. I think we had about 4 or 5 members that first year. The Longhouse on campus and Dr. Lahui White Bear provided us with a space to organize. We were looking for pathways where we could study traditional ecological knowledge, but we found out that they were at that time not available for graduate students on campus to study through the course programming offered at Oregon State University. So we gathered together. We built a community, and we have worked for 3 years now to deliver educational opportunities from Indigenous peoples to the OSU community and now to an international audience at the summit. We follow in the footsteps of many people at Oregon State University who have made it possible for us to do the work that we do, like Dr. Allison Davis Whiteeyes, Dr. Susan Bernardin, Dr. Lahui White Bear, Dr. Frank Lake, Dr. Samantha Chisholm Hatfield, Dr. Chris Dunn, Valerie Goodness, and Gail Woodside, and many other folks. We hold some space for these folks today in gratitude and respect for the work they contributed to OSU before and during the time when we started to build our community. We also appreciate all of the many people at OSU's College of Liberal Arts who made it possible for an Indigenous Studies minor program to be available to Oregon State University undergraduate students starting next year. This is the progress we need in academia, especially when we have Indigenous leadership that is guiding these efforts and teaching those courses. In our planning efforts for the summit over the last 3 years, we had to cancel 2 years in a row because of the pandemic. During that time, we spent our time organizing with other students on campus who joined our efforts to transform Oregon State University into a space where Indigenous peoples and our knowledges could be respected and uplifted. In 3 short years, we've gone from about 5 members to a student body that now holds 108 members. Many of our original students and co-founders of the Traditional Ecological Knowledge Club have graduated and moved on to other chapters of their life. So you may not have seen them here at the summit, but we hold space for their efforts and the time and dedication that all of our student members have contributed to making this event happen. You may have seen some of our current members as facilitators of the summit. These folks are juggling heavy course loads, taking multiple classes, conducting research, working on master's theses and PhD dissertations, and they're still dedicating their time to make the summit happen. This is something I'm deeply humbled by and exceptionally grateful for. We also express our gratitude to the Kalapuyan peoples whose lands Oregon State University sits on today. We are grateful to be guests on their lands, and we strive to be in good relations with their descendants and their landscapes while we are here. Mado, thank you to everyone who has made this summit happen. We appreciate you. We see you. We hold space for you in our hearts. I've been in college for 12 years now, searching for Indigenous spaces and working super hard to help create them. And this summit is the highlight of my education. So thank you. I also want to give thanks to Iste Muskogulgi, Paksangi, Mojaneta Paxti, the Muskogee people, my people of yesterday, today, and tomorrow. especially my ancestors who came from Coweta tribal town, and my mother, who has sat here beside me for 3 days for every single session of this summit off camera. Thank you, Mom. Thank you all for making this such a successful event. My heart is full. I hope your hearts are full, and I hope you've been drinking a lot of water. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for you and all of the work and labors that have made this summit possible. So, Mado, it is a great day to be Indigenous. I'm going to introduce one of our TEK officers, Luis Contreras, who is an amazing friend of mine and another incredible Indigenous person from the Traditional Ecological Knowledge Club. And then we're going to go over to the Grand Ronde community for our closing session. Mado.
Thank you, Laura, for those kind, awesome words. Very touching. Yeah, so everyone, my name is Luis, and I am the communications officer for the TEK Club here at Oregon State University. On behalf of the TEK Club, I would like to provide a quick moment of gratitude. I am humbled to have been in the presence of so many Indigenous innovators, educators, artists, and collaborators. Thank you to all of our panelists, keynote speakers, funders, and attendees for participating in the summit. Without the support, this would not have been possible. Thank you to all of the TEK Club members and facilitators for volunteering your time and effort. I hope this was a valuable and inspiring experience for all. We invite everyone to continue supporting TEKs and Indigenous communities throughout the world. Thank you.
Julia, do you want to introduce our next guest?
Yes, so for our closing session, Bobby is here.
All Flachheim Kanaway Foxta. Ook monk close down like it's kind of weak the Matamuk was inside. Just saying hello to everyone and to all the good work that everybody is doing there. Just want to end this session here with a little prayer and thanking each one of you for everything that you're doing there, and just a prayer to help keep everybody on the right track and to help us keep up this kind of good work. So na saklitai na kritokum Ntawa Nikwama Tatlush Yatland Ntiger. Nikwama na Jukanawik that Tillicum, Kanawik that Fluska Monk. Nikwama Tatlush Yatland Fluska. So all Masi, Fluska Monk Flushikta. Be Nikwama Manach, Kanawi and Saiga, Puss and Saiga Mukikta, Puss and Star Tillicum, Kagwa Fluska Wall. And so all Masi Maiga. Just thanking each one of you for the work you're doing and the prayers to help put those teachings in all of our hearts and our minds, that we can help to take care of these kinds of things, and everybody that's doing that work. Just share a small song here just to finish out the work that you guys are doing there today. Oh, 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 thank you to each one of you for the work that's been going on and everybody that's spoke and all the good words and the teachings. Hope everything is good for all of you guys. And we'll hopefully see everybody soon.
Mado, thank you so much, Bobby. We appreciate it. And thank you for letting us be guests on your lands. We appreciate that as well. Folks, this is it. Thank you so much. We hope that you go forward in a good way and you take the teachings with you and reflect on them as you move forward, and drink some water. And remember that every day is a good day to be Indigenous. Sending our blessings. Bye.